Because I think we really need to look at what we can and cannot do. If you were to ask people, do you think entertainment would be good in the downtown, I'm assuming we all would say yes. If you ask people, do we think it's the key for revitalization, I think we'd probably still say yes, although I'd be inclined to say that some of the efforts you're making on the bid and a few things like that as far as establishing things are equally as important. Then it comes to a point of what we can do and what we can't do. It seems like over the last years, as I'm looking back, what you've been doing is removing impediments. You've had the specific plan, you've taken away the restrictive alcohol, you've done several things that are positioning, if this is something where you really want to move ahead. No matter how much we would want to move ahead, no matter how much we would want entertainment, it wouldn't matter if we did not meet that magical criteria of things like theaters and other entertainment uses. I would like to see those studies. I think those studies are important because it's kind of like saying, well, we want a Costco and we will put it in the middle of City Hall. But if Costco doesn't want to come here, it's really not going to matter. So you do have to do those studies, and you have done them. And I think that is something that is worthwhile to see, because that's another impediment, and that's a big one. If they don't want to come, you're going to have to just incentivize and incentivize, and there may not be incentives enough that are that can overcome that. But if we've been removing the impediments, if we have now gotten rid of the very restrictive alcohol, if there have been the studies that say they would be willing to come, it's within their market, then it's a matter of what are the other things that can be done. I can tell you what cannot be done. I've been working on the redevelopment budget. I can tell you there is no money to do it. You cannot bond. There's no money that's existing in there. That's just the way it is. So it isn't a matter of political will. It isn't a matter of community support. It's just not there. However, that doesn't mean that you can't get into a multi-year process whereby down the road there may not be city funds to do some of these things. And if there are other positioning things we need to do at this point, maybe that's what we look for.
Well, let me ask you a quick question.